welcome back to my channel and welcome to another Moms Are People Too video. I have not done one of these in a while just because, life got chaotic and I couldn't come up with ideas. I was trying to brainstorm ideas for the series and I had ideas but not enough for one every single week. But we are back today with another one of those videos. I am super parched. Cindy and I were just outside playing, running around, and I got a workout in basically, so I need some club soda. Hang on. Refreshing. So yeah, as far as this series goes, I definitely can't commit to one every single Wednesday. I'm gonna keep brainstorming ideas, and you can expect though the Moms Are People 2 series will only be on Wednesdays, so that's for sure. I do have a couple of ideas lined up and I'm gonna keep coming up with more, and if you guys have any other ideas, definitely leave them in the comments below. So today's video is going to be all about me opening up and sharing with you guys about something that I have never told you about. And I didn't really even, we're gonna dive into all of this, like on why I didn't tell anyone or tell you or where we are with it. But anyway, we're going to be talking a little bit about stay-at-home mom depression and just the loneliness and the feelings that come with it. And I know it's not a topic that is talked about a ton. I think a lot of people might know it's a thing, but at the same time, not as much. And if you're not a stay-at-home mom, you might not even know it's a thing or think it's a thing. But anyway, we are going to be talking about that and my journey with that today. If you like these types of videos, definitely give it a thumbs up so that I know to film more and that you guys want to see things like this covered on my channel. And without further ado, let's jump into it. Okay, so you guys know that my dream and aspirations are to be a work from home, stay at home mom with Sydney all the time. Like, that is my dream. It's not everyone's dream. A lot of people don't want to, seriously? Some people just know that it is not for them and they will go stir crazy and they do not want to be a stay-at-home mom. And other people, that is their ultimate goal and dream, to be a stay-at-home mom, just being with their little ones and raising them all the time. And that is my dream personally. I'm sorry. Sydney's shaking her snack and I'm not gonna be able to stop it. So sorry about that. I'll jump back probably like a month or 2 months ago. I was starting to really get into like an unmotivated state. I would not want to wake up before Sydney, not want to do my makeup, not want to get dressed. I would find doing dishes and laundry and just getting dressed in general and doing my hair. I felt like those tasks were so hard to do. Like, it was so difficult to just force myself to get ready or force myself to fold the laundry, do the dishes, just think about, okay, what do I have to cook for dinner, and not want to make anything healthy. And I just wanted to make quick, convenient meals because I didn't have the energy to do anything. So I was just finding myself really, okay, so these were my symptoms and I did not have a clue what I was going through. So I found myself unmotivated to the fullest. Like, thinking about going out in public or thinking about doing something, hang out with my friend, it just all seemed like work to me. And not that I don't want to do work, it was to the point where I just literally could not fathom mustering up energy to do my hair or straighten my hair, get dressed for the day. I would stay in pajamas until 1 and just have no motivation whatsoever. Not that I was being lazy, I just felt like I had like an elephant just coat that I was wearing and I couldn't do anything about it. So I was feeling that way on and off. There were days where I felt okay and motivated, and then there were several and many days where I felt just unmotivated and just extremely exhausted. Like, exhausted to the point where I didn't want to work, I didn't want to do anything. I was unhappy. Then I started seeing memes online, or like articles, not even just memes, but like articles online where there would be pictures of, people's houses or pictures of things, and women saying, this is what stay-at-home mom depression looks like, not doing dishes for a week or not doing, you know, these certain things and daily tasks that should come, you know, normal to a lot of people and most people. And this is what stay-at-home mom depression looks like. And that's what they were saying. And I was like, oh my word, do I have that? That is me. In my eyes, I always thought the word depression meant you didn't want to live anymore, which is so not the case for myself at all. Never felt that way. I wasn't unhappy with myself. I was just exhausted. You want some more goldfish? Can you say please? As I stole some of her goldfish. Hang on. I didn't want to eat healthy. I didn't want to cook myself meals. I just wanted to eat like comfort junk food and just like binge on that. And then I started kind of thinking back on, you know, what was happening in my life. And obviously I was going through stressors, and then, you know, now I'm on a leave of absence from work, which was a major stressor. You know, you're worried financially, you're worried about your child, and you're worried about just everything. And then going to bed at night, my mind would not shut off at all. It was awful. I would see 1 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, tossing and turning and just thinking. And it wasn't even that I had one stressor that I kept thinking about. It was just, maybe I scrolled through Instagram, or maybe I was watching TV, or maybe I was watching YouTube video. It would just play over and over. A song would get stuck in my head. Like, I literally could not shut my brain off. And it's probably because I didn't even exert enough energy or take care of myself throughout the day, so I couldn't sleep at night, and it was just awful. And I've been through this a few different times for sure, but this last time was probably the most intense, and I chalked it up to, you know, anxiety and then seasonal depression, which it could have definitely been a lot of seasonal depression too, because since the weather has been a little bit nicer, I'm feeling better. So I will say I am completely like 180 different right now than I was just like 3 weeks to a month ago. I'm sleeping better, my mood is better, I have my energy, I have so much energy and motivation now, and I've done a few different things to help with that. But at the same time, I just want to let you know, like, stay-at-home mom depression is a real thing. People don't talk about it because here we are living the dream for so many people. So why would we complain and say that we're depressed because we're doing what we wanted to do, or we're doing what we said we wanted to do? We're staying at home with our child, and who doesn't want to stay at home and not have to go to a work or like 9-to-5 job, you know? Like, how many people would absolutely love to do what we do? So I feel like there's a whole lot of guilt surrounding that, and there's a lot of guilt, like, we aren't supposed to talk about how we're sad and unfulfilled with, you know, what we're doing, but this is what we want to do. We don't want to go to a job or whatever it may be. You know, I hope I'm like getting the message across. Like, it's very difficult to admit that, you know, things aren't the greatest, even though you're like living so many people's dreams. It's just, until you're in the stay-at-home mom depression mood, loneliness routine, like, you might not understand, but it's totally a real thing, and you should not be ashamed of it. Being a stay-at-home mom, you can get so lonely and isolated, and especially if you are in a climate where you can't get outside a lot because it's cold and snowing and raining for 7 to 8 months out of the whole year, which is where I live. You know, and then to go do things costs money, and it's just a vicious cycle. So it can be isolating to be a mom, let alone stay-at-home mom, and then weather on top of it and all of that. So yeah, you're not alone. But I'm going to share with you some of the things that I've done personally to get out of that rut. First of all, I started taking vitamins again, which once I ran out of my vitamins back like this summer when I was taking them, or this fall when I was taking them, I never refilled them. And so I honestly think that I had a vitamin D deficiency. Because we have no sunshine in Maine ever, basically. And a lot of people in Maine and areas where the sun doesn't shine for a whole lot of the year, you definitely have a vitamin D deficiency. So you talk to your doctor for sure. But I am just taking a women's multivitamin, which has a boost of vitamin D in it, and then I'm taking a hair, skin, and nails one as well. And I started feeling so much better. And I'm not saying like it made me feel happy all of a sudden, no. It just made me feel like I had no weight on my shoulders. It wasn't like I was walking around with that heavy coat on or tired and just didn't even want to go downstairs to make that first coffee of the day. Like, no, I felt like light and energized again. Like I could actually get through my day and breathe versus just sluggish. And there's no other way to describe it other than like it completely exhausted. It's just mentally, emotionally, physically exhausted for no reason really. It's just the depressive mood. Anyway, so my vitamins were one of the first things. Now that the weather is sort of coming around, I'm trying to get outside as absolutely much as possible to get some sunshine any moment that I can, even though we are still in the rainy, cold days of, April. It's okay, we're getting there. So I'm trying to get out as much as I can and just do more things with Sydney, whether it be take her to the park or go to the ocean for a walk or just go for walks in general, blow bubbles. And, sometimes you can spend money and go to play places. And we went to the Children's Museum, we've gone to lunch. I'm trying to take myself out of my comfort zone a lot more and go do things with her that I wouldn't typically do because I'm alone. I used to be so scared to do things alone, but now I'm just so used to it. I'm like, okay, yeah, let's go to lunch together, just her and I, like she's my little buddy. So I've been definitely trying to do more things like that a lot lately, and that helps me just not stay in this house doing the same thing every single day over and over again. Another thing I've had to do was really start giving myself more grace and let my house go or let myself go, like for moments in time, instead of like letting it go for a week at a time, like letting it be like, okay, Haley, stop worrying about folding that laundry, stop worrying about doing those dishes, it will get done. Go outside, go get some fresh air, do something that's gonna make you and Sydney feel happy and get some energy out, and then, tackle that task after, instead of like worrying about doing those tasks and just staring at them, just do them. So go do something fun for yourself and Sydney. She's fake coughing. Also, I started my nighttime routine, which I will link down below, my single mom nighttime routine. I've implemented that over the past couple weeks, maybe even 3 weeks, and it has helped my sleep so much. Getting sleep and going to bed before like 1 and 3 o'clock in the morning has helped me so much. And I know it might seem like an obvious thing to like get sleep, but it's so strange. So I was so exhausted and just depressed and unmotivated throughout the entire day. But when it was time to go to bed, I couldn't fall asleep even though I was exhausted. It's so strange how that works. Like you're so exhausted but you can't sleep, so you're making it worse. And then I would have to wake up and run on 4 hours of sleep and try to work and take care of Sydney and do all these tasks. It was just awful. So I've started implementing my nighttime routine where I try to unwind with a shower or bath. My tea, my relaxed tea is like my staple go-to relaxation thing for the night. My friend has given me some essential oils, so I've tried those at night. I've tried to shut down social media. Sydney, honey. Not stare at my phone and get that blue light like in my face at all times. So I'm really trying to not use social media at nighttime, like at least an hour before bed. And I might unwind with a TV show, but then go upstairs at like 10:30 at the latest. I'm trying to stick to that. If I get running on a show and then I'm like, one more episode or just finish this episode, like if I go to bed late, I can't. It's like a child. If they go to bed late, they're more cranky and don't sleep and wake up early, and it's a whole cycle. But if they go to bed nice and early, they sleep amazing and they sleep longer. At least that's how Sydney works. And it's the same for me. If I go to bed like nice and early or at a decent time, I'm able to sleep faster. Like I fall asleep way faster and I have a much better, deep, like restful sleep. So vitamins, getting outside and doing things more, and getting good sleep have helped me so much. I've had to pray a ton and just, make sure I stay grateful for everything that I am and I do have in my life. Like, even though I was feeling stay-at-home mom depression, I was still like, never want anything else. I didn't want to go back to my job 9 to 5. I didn't want to work more shifts outside of the house. I was so grateful, like this is what I want to do. I want to be a stay-at-home and work from home mom. So it's never that I wanted to change that. I just needed to do something to like physically change me. Plus I haven't been working out, but getting outside and going for walks a lot more has helped me get energy out and just boost like serotonin levels and, you know, all that good stuff. So I just wanted to make this video because I know that I haven't shared it with you guys, and I felt like even picking up the camera was just such a task and daunting, and I felt like I looked horrible and tired and drained and didn't want to do my hair, didn't want to do my makeup or get dressed. I wanted to wear a sweatshirt or sweatpants all day. Like just picking up the camera and even like telling you guys, hey, I'm not in a good spot right now. Like I'm not depressed. Like you don't have to worry about me. I'm just unmotivated, and that's like the word to use, unmotivated and exhausted. So I just wanted to share this with you guys in case any of you are going through these feelings or have been there before or have friends who are going through this and you don't know how to handle it. Like it's just one of those things where I feel like a lot of people might not understand why you feel that way, and you might not understand it either. Like I didn't understand why I was feeling this way. I thought I was just stressed and tired. But I didn't realize that it could have been stay-at-home mom depression, and I definitely think it was. Looking back on how I felt and what I was dealing with, I definitely think it was that, and as well as like a little bit of seasonal depression because, you know, I hadn't seen the sun in so long. So I don't know. I am feeling so much better. Like not necessarily like, oh, I am so energized and I feel so good, but like I just feel much more relieved and happy and just not exhausted. Even if I don't wake up before Sydney, I still have motivation to get ready and do my makeup throughout the day, and I still have motivation to do things and play with her more. Oh, you okay? You hit your foot? And like
I hurt the ankle.
You hurt your ankle. You okay? I just want to let you guys know that it's okay to talk about it. It's okay to admit that you are not feeling the greatest to people that you know, your loved ones, your doctors. If you feel like you are depressed, and it's not just something that's easily fixed by you know, the things that you've already tried or the things that I've mentioned, then definitely speak to your doctor and your family members and loved ones who can help you out. I definitely don't want you to take it lightly. And I'm not saying that I am like cured and all of a sudden better. I just know that I've done a few things to myself or for myself to recognize that, hey, like, you don't want to feel this way. It's exhausting to feel this way. What can you do to try to make yourself feel better? And I know that these things have worked for me. Get some exercise, whether it be just walk with your child. Like that's what I've been doing. I need to exercise more and then eat better. I was eating really good for a bit, and then when I sunk into my like depressive state, I definitely, not depression, okay? I don't want to use the term depression loosely because I know it's a serious matter. I wasn't clinically depressed. I just want to put that out there. I didn't have that type of depression. I just had a lack of motivation and exhaustion. That's where we are going to leave it. So I want to make sure that's very clear in this video. I literally had to physically force myself to do things. I had to force myself to hang out with friends. I had to force myself to get dressed or do my makeup or whatever it may be that gives you energy in life. I had to force myself to do that. So anyway, I am feeling so much better, and I hope that translates through my videos, and I'm sorry that I kind of kept it from you guys, but just know that it's not something that you even want to talk about when you're going through it. You might not even know that that's what you're going through. And it's not something that I wanted to even say because here I am living my actual dream and unfulfilled and unmotivated. How does that make any sense? You know, like how it resonates with other people. All right, you guys, I think I'm gonna end this video here. I just wanted to kind of open up and share with you a little bit of that journey and kind of like where I was at and things that have helped me get through it. And to let you know that you are not alone. If you are going through those things, you are certainly not alone. You should not be ashamed of the way that you are feeling. It is a very common thing, I think. I think it's just not something that people talk about. All right, you guys, I will talk to you in the next video. Bye.
Never up, never down.